All right, my name is Andy Hatfield. I'm here with the great Daniel Watkins. Hey, Dan, all the way from Peoria, Illinois, the capital of bluegrass.
Yeah.
Today it is. We're going to pick a little bit and talk about guitar stuff. So, St. Anne's Reel.
Mm-hmm.
St. Anne's Reel. The first part was St. Anne's Reel.
Yeah.
The second part was improvising on St. Anne's Reel, which is something we like to do because I always feel like, you know, in old-time music, you're supposed to play the melody, and in bluegrass music, you acknowledge that somebody played the melody once at some point in history.
Yeah.
And now we can just go.
I try to get the first three notes and then...
First three notes.
And then...
First three notes are really important. Let me tune this guitar back up to normal tuning.
Then I don't have to practice as much.
I've got this thing tuned. I like this tuning where I drop the B string down to an A. It's really good for rhythm. So get it back to normal tuning. Dan, you've been going to school for guitar for jazz guitar and stuff, and you're not necessarily a jazz guitarist, but you've been doing that, and I know you've been like learning a lot of arpeggios and stuff. How do like what have learning like? Everybody's always like, should you learn scales and arpeggios? And people are like, I don't need any of that. And I disagree. I think everything helps. Like, what are some arpeggios that you've learned that would help a bluegrass player play bluegrass?
I think understanding the different arpeggios and shapes and relating them to things you already know. So, like, I guess with jazz, there's a lot of 2-5-1
Okay.
kind of vocabulary, and you can take a simple thing like that's a 2-5-1, right?
Okay, like A minor, D7, G.
And you can think of this shape here, right?
Yeah.
And you got this
Okay.
this shape here, okay?
Okay.
And you might play something like, right?
Okay.
Now that sounds pretty jazzy, okay?
Yeah.
But we can throw some bluegrass stank on it, right?
Okay.
So like,
Okay.
you know, or something like that.
Like, so here's A minor, D7, G.
Mhm.
So you can kind of see the notes from the
Yeah.
A minor, and you can kind of see the notes from the D7. And then
Yeah.
your bluegrass stank, which is
Yeah,
been
you-
to a festival after 3 days.
Yeah, just flat third.
3-day bluegrass stank.
Yeah. And that's cool because like there's simple arpeggio or triad shapes that you might already know, and to me that is a really guitaristic shape, and you can take that up the neck, so like something like
So
that.
like it was an A minor here. By the time you get it to here, typically it'd be like a bar chord, but there's a D minor right there, and that would be D minor to G7 to C.
Yeah, so it's almost like you're taking this top half of this A minor,
Yeah,
and you're just sliding it up.
love
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
and and you can come up with all sorts of licks with just that. That's like the one thing that I've been playing, the one lick I've been playing a lot, because it's very like very
It has
guitaristic.
very guitaristic, and it has a nice resolution.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pick another one. Pick another two. Do that big silo.
Let's do something else. I
Okay.
haven't played that one in a minute.
Okay.
Let's do. I don't know, like something like Salt Creek or something like
Do
that.
Salt Creek.
It's like kind of like always my go-to.
This is a good one.
I think that
I'll play mandolin.
that
on
was probably like either the second or third tune you taught me.
with Salt Creek.
Yeah, I think the first one was Whiskey Before Breakfast, and then I think Salt
We did.
Creek.
I remember we did a lot of Taylor Swift songs back then.
I'm having to learn a lot of Taylor Swift songs right now
Because
for,
you're teaching.
for students.
Because you're teaching. No, you're good.
Actually, they're not the worst songs to teach, because it's a lot of basic chords.
Dan did take lessons back in the day. We live in the same town, and there's not that many people that play bluegrass in here. But you were a good player before you ever showed up. Play at Salt Creek.
Okay.
hit the G string on that thing. If you hit a G chord, hit a big chord right there. I think the AC in the house is making these things jump a bit. That's a good one to go out on a limb on. You know, there's certain songs that I think are good improv fiddle tunes. I was talking to somebody earlier, like I don't know that, like Big Scioto, I don't know what else to do with Big Scioto to play the melody. You know, there's certain songs like I don't know what to do with Old Grange other than play the song.
Yeah.
But Salt Creek, you got a little room to stretch out and be.
Yeah.
You know, that's a good jam song.
It's so modal that you can. I mean, a lot of tunes are modal, but it's like you can kind of play anything. You can kind of run up and down the scale for a while, and then as long as you're kind of hitting that D on the end of the phrase, it kind of works.
Kind of works.
And then another thing too, tying it back to those arpeggio shapes, is a lot of everything you're playing on that melody is like around these triad shapes.
Right. They're sitting there. They're sitting there for you. Like, there's something sitting under your fingers already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And again, that's like kind of that same shape I was pointing out earlier. It's a very guitaristic shape. Like just playing that right there.
Yeah.
And I don't know like how many times I've been at a jam and not really know the tune and just happen to do like this, and it's the melody
because it's from the chord.
It sounds like I know the melody, or like I know what I'm doing. You've probably pointed that out in one of your videos before.
Let's play Billy in the Low Ground. That's a good one.
Yeah, are we gonna do it in A or are we gonna do?
Let's keep it capoed up. We're both capoed up.
Okay.
Oh boy. Give me another note. The nice thing about this, nothing better than listening to people tune live. Well, one thing that's nice about these videos is I can go back in and take the tuning out.
Are you streaming or recording?
Streaming. People are leaving comments right now. We can't see them. Like, tune it or die is what they're saying. Okay, here we are. Hey, it's real. Hey, I can't play that out of tune. Billy in the Low Ground. Hey, that was fun. That was fun. That was great. Danny Watkins
Thank you.
From the U.S. of A.
Yeah.
From the USA. So you went last summer, a year ago. You took a trip to Kazakhstan with Hen House, playing guitar with Hen House Prowlers. What was that like, playing for an audience that has probably doesn't have a whole lot of exposure to America's music?
They loved it. I think, well, just being over there was quite the experience. I still can't believe I did it.
Yeah.
Those guys are rehearsing all the time.
Right. The band,
And-
Hen House is.
Yes.
Yeah. Very good touring band. And you were a fill-in. You're not a regular with the band, but they called you to fill in on that
Yes.
on that tour.
They may have been probably a little over a month before the trip, and I got the call like, "Hey, what's your schedule like?" And then once it was confirmed that I'd be going, they gave me a list of songs, and I basically took all those songs, made a playlist on Spotify or whatever, and just listened to the songs constantly, and then played along with them.
Yeah.
Some of the faster tunes, like I just kind of wrote solos for,
Okay.
just because, like, I didn't really want to have to think about it.
Yeah. I think that's something a lot of people don't know about bluegrass is that when you're in a band, everybody thinks every note on stage is improvised, and it's really not. When I played in groups, maybe even if I started out improvising things, by the time I finished that run, I'm playing things a lot of times the same way every time, because you come to find what really works for the song,
Yeah.
and it's not always an improvised solo.
It gives you something to, like, it gives you a landing point, I think. Like, you can go off, but, like, if you have something kind of in your head, how you want it to go, it makes it a little less stressful. Like, for instance, like, their song My Little Flower is just cooking.
Yeah.
I think Jake told me the studio track was somewhere around 170, and I think I clocked it about that time. And you think about, like,
170. I'm gonna be honest. 170 is not on my clock.
it's pretty fast, like, and I think one thing that people don't realize too is, like, bluegrass is like that might not be fast in jazz, but you double that number, and that's what the actual tempo
Yeah,
would be.
170 times 2, which is 300.
Yeah, and that's pretty fast.
It's pretty fast.
So, like, I don't know, like, I wrote some of the solos that were faster, but I improvised a lot with them.
Yeah.
And then we had one rehearsal before we left, and John couldn't make it because he had a family emergency for the rehearsal. But when we got to Frankfurt, we were able to rehearse.
Okay.
And that was pretty briefly. That was pretty interesting because we were pretty tired after a 10-hour flight,
Right.
And we still had to connect to our flights to Kazakhstan.
Frankfurt, so you don't mean
Frankfurt, Germany.
Frankfurt, Germany, not Frankfurt, Illinois, the home of the Frankfurt Bluegrass Festival,
Yeah.
which was a couple weeks ago. You mean Frankfurt, Germany.
Frankfurt, Germany.
Gotcha.
And, but, like, I liked, some people don't like rehearsing a lot. I like rehearsing a lot.
Okay.
And so that was great for me because it was one of those experiences where those guys are they're my heroes, really. Like, I've known those guys for a long time, but the work they do is something I've always wanted to do. They're great musicians who I respect. And so, I was nervous, and I felt better having more rehearsal with them.
Yeah.
And that was great. And then, I was surprised that people, like, Western culture is definitely a thing over there. Like, they knew country music. Like we were at a steakhouse, or like I don't know if you'd call it a steakhouse. It was like a restaurant, and like an outdoor patio and stuff. And we were like setting up to play there, and like they were playing country music.
Okay.
So like they knew. Now they might not be that familiar with what like bluegrass is. Bluegrass is pretty niche, but
But they know the sounds.
They know the sounds. And there was, at one of the workshops we taught, there was a fella there who worked at the school, and he was really into Ray LaMontagne.
Okay.
And took my guitar and played,
Sang Trouble for you.
Yes, it was exactly that song.
Yeah.
And he sounded great doing it, but it was just, the Western culture wasn't strange to them.
Yeah.
And they really loved us and received us very well.
Yeah.
Jazz is popular over there.
Well, and it's, anybody can see, music is such a good, cross-cultural thing, which is why, they do a lot of those trips on behalf of the State Department.
Yeah.
And it's such a good,
Yeah.
soft diplomacy, anybody can relate to art and music.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they're still, I think they have a trip coming up in the fall. They told me where, and I forget now. And I'm glad they're still doing it, because I thought that they were just running the gas out of the tanks.
Right.
And I know some of the programs they actually have cut.
Yeah.
So American Music Abroad, that's done. That's no longer a thing.
Yeah.
This program, I think, was under the name Artist Envoy, and they must.
It's still cooking
they're
at
still
some
doing
level.
it, But those, as far as my experience, it was a really great experience. Those guys are some of the nicest, most humble people I've ever met and gotten to work with.
I found that usually when you get higher up, the food chain of musicians, the nicer and more humble they usually are.
Yeah, and they know the work and the time and energy it takes.
Yeah.
And then they know, they're on the road a lot.
Yeah.
And Ben and John had been doing it for a long time, and they did it as young men too, and they know what it's like to deal with immature young guys in the groups. They've been through it.
No problem there.
And really the decision to call me was, I know they called some friends of mine too, but it was a matter of was I available? And then Ben told me outright, he wanted me to come because he knew I was a good hang.
That's right.
And that's really
that's part of it.
Can you show up on time? Can you not be a pain in the butt?
Right. Be a really good player, but there's a lot of really good players.
Yeah.
But are you a person that we can stand to be around?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is why I let you into my basement today. So let's pick one.
Yeah.
I'll sing 9 Pound Hammer. It won't be great, but I'll sing it.
Okay.
Why not A?
A?
Sure. One, two, three, 4, 1. Don't you go so slow. Don't you roll so slow? How can I roll when the wind don't blow? How can I roll when the wind don't blow? There we go. We made it. We made it. Let's take one more fiddle tune here.
What are you thinking?
Thinking of Soldier's Joy, Arkansas Traveler. You know tunes that nobody has ever heard of.
I know.
So I can't play any of those.
I always pick the stupid ones.
No, they're not dumb. They're just songs that I won't learn. And I, even though you told me their names, I still refuse to learn. It's Been Real.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's close with that. It's Been Real. Great John Reichman tune. And I mean,
the ending always gets me.
Things happen, but this is live, and you know, it's 90 degrees outside. It's 62 degrees in the basement here, and when you bring these instruments down here, sometimes they don't stay in tune. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Danny, thank you for coming in.
Yeah.
You come back, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. And watch this, Stan. This is so cool. Ready?